In this video, I'll be covering the new detector system that's been added to the framework. The detection system can be found in Scripts, AI, Detector. The detection system consists of a detector script that is used for detecting objects, and a faction script that should be assigned to every object that you want to be able to detect. There's an example scene in the Assets, Scenes, Demos, Detector Demo folder. In the example scene, you'll find faction objects game object, which contains 3 faction objects. These are essentially empty game objects that are going to be detected during the example scene. As you'll notice, each empty game object, each faction object, has a faction script attached with a faction name. Currently, we have 2 enemy faction objects and 1 ally faction object. The example detector is an object that has the detector script attached. Within the detector script, you have detection range, attack range, avoid range, and detection rate. Most of these are self-explanatory except possibly the avoid range, which is the range at which the object should try to avoid getting closer to any other detectable objects. Note that the detector script does not include any sort of AI behavior, and so you'll have to code this on your own to adapt the functionality of whatever you need for your specific game. However, these input parameters are useful and already included in order to make life easier for you. Note that not all games require an attack range or an avoid range, and so these may simply be removed if not necessary. Within the detector script are also an ally factions array and enemy factions array. These can be specified so the detector knows how to group each detected object. As you'll notice, our faction objects had 1 ally and 2 enemy objects. In our example detector, we have the ally faction specified as an ally faction, and the enemy faction specified as an enemy faction. You can increase the size of these arrays to specify more factions as either allies or enemies. You can also hide or show the gizmos using these Boolean checkboxes. Upon hitting play, there is no gameplay in the game scene. However, you will notice that all 3 detectable objects are within the detection radius of the example detector. Example detector does actually identify all 3 of these objects. In detected enemies, it detects 2 enemy objects, both of these objects, which are specified as enemies, and it detects 1 ally object. You'll notice that there's a detected neutral section. Detected neutral section is for identifying objects, or it shows the objects that are identified that have a faction that is not listed as ally or enemy. For example, if we were to add a new object to this scene within the detection radius, but we would specify a faction that is not on the ally or enemy array of this detector object, it would show up as neutral. Alternatively, we could specify no faction at all, and it would also show up as neutral. Again, this detection system does not include AI behaviors, but is a solid framework for building AI behavior.